Hello, everybody. Welcome to Riddle Me Din Din Night. If you are on Eastern Standard Time, it is just after 8 p.m. Start of Riddle Me Din Din, the Adulty edition. But someone who requested this particular menu, they're in Central Time Zone. So right now, I think it's only 7 p.m. for them. They're just getting home, so hopefully they'll be here in time to catch this menu. But it's okay. I've got four more. We've got lots of things coming for the fall season. It's still summer though, and I still have some summer menus still to share as well. We've got lots of new things in store. I've written scripts for our Riddle Me Din Din night. I just have to finish all the riddles right up until Halloween. And so if anyone's got any special requests, please make sure you put them in the comments. If you're listening and you like this show, my eggs are on balloons today. Some things are going to be floating with me because I've also had requests from other guildies, other subscribers, I'm going to call you guildies from now on, my Msouls, my precious mortal souls out there, who also requested that we have things that move to make this a little more interesting for you. At least my rigging for my body. Here we go. We can do that. Let's get started. Now, I'm going to have to move between different screens. You're going to hear some clicking today. I'm very sorry about that. It's the only way I can get this done today, but I've got things hidden on the sidelines just for us. So, let's go. Hello, my fabulous mortal soul. This is Venus Callida here to guide you through tonight's tasty episode of Riddle Me Din Din. By request, this is an Adulty menu episode. Let's begin. Riddle me this. I can be deviled or angelic, but I'm not a myth. What am I? Oh, my screen shrunk. Did yours? It kind of did. Sorry, let me put you back. Oh my god, technical difficulties. Ding, ding, ding. Oh no, I don't know what's going on. This is bad. What's going on? Oh, this might be a tragic dinner menu, but hang in with me. I mean, here we go. Do 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 ba-na-na-na-na. And here we go. Riddle number 2. I am green outside, buttery inside, served on toast or in a salad tossed. What am I? Here we go. Do 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 do. I like my kitchen now. Oh, that worked much better. Riddle number 3. I'm a sibling of onions, yet milder in tears. In gardens, I stand slender throughout the years. Garnish or guide, in soups I dive. What am I? Ba-na-na-na, 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 ba-na. Riddle number 4. A condiment called out to the refrigerator. Please close the door. I'm dressing. Who said it? Da-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Pew, 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 pew. Here we go. Riddle number 5. What fruit brings a tangy twist to seafood and tacos? Oh, I was cooking with this today. Na 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 na, da na 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 na, ba na na na. Riddle number 6. I'm the colonel in the murder mystery game called Clue. Who am I? Colonel what? Dun 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 bum ba na 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 dun 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 dun. And here we go. Riddle number 7. I'm red and fiery, yet not from flames. What spice am I? Do 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 ba na 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 na. Riddle number 8. I'm not a slat, but rearrange me to name the rock I am. What am I? Da 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 da. Riddle number 9. I come from a pig and I dance in your breakfast pan. What am I? Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Riddle number 10. I have many rings but no fingers. I'm not a tree, so what am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 11. Some play me and some spray me. What vegetable am I? Banana, 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 banana. All right, my fabulous Msoul. Let's solve these riddles and find out how many you guessed correctly. In riddle number 1, I can be deviled or angelic, but I'm not a myth. What am I? Eggs, hard-boiled eggs. And we'll need 6 large hard-boiled eggs, peeled and halved lengthwise. Riddle number 2, I am green outside, buttery inside, served on toast or in a salad tossed. What am I? Avocado. We'll need 1 small avocado, halved and peeled. Riddle number 3, I'm a sibling of onions, yet milder in my tears. In gardens I stand slender throughout the years. Garnish or guide, in soups I dive. What am I? Thinly sliced fresh chives. We need about 3 tablespoons of the thinly sliced fresh chives divided. In riddle number 4, a condiment called out to the refrigerator. Please close the door. I'm dressing. Who said it? Mayonnaise. Hee hee. Close the door. You're dressing. I don't want to be seen. And mayonnaise is a dressing. I use it for salad dressing sometimes. I do. You need 2 tablespoons of light mayonnaise for this recipe. Riddle number 5. What fruit brings a tangy twist to seafood and tacos? I just used it today. Lime. Lime juice, and we'll need 1 tablespoonful. Riddle number 6. I'm the colonel in the murder mystery game called Clue. What am I? Colonel mustard. And in this case, we'll need Dijon mustard, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, or your favorite brand, what you like. Riddle number 7. I'm red and fiery, yet not from flames. What spice am I? Paprika. And we'll need a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika for this recipe. In riddle number 8, I'm not a slat, but rearrange me to name the rock I am. What am I? Move the S. No, leave the S where it is. Switch the L and the A. You've got salt. We'll need a 1/4 teaspoon salt for this recipe. In riddle number 9, I come from a pig and I dance in your breakfast pan. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. What am I? Bacon. Oh, you gotta love bacon recipes. 2 tablespoons of cooked 1/4-inch strips center cut bacon from 1 slice. This is optional. You can go for tofurkey too if you want it. That looks like bacon. You sizzle it up, shape the same, different flavor though, whichever you like. Riddle number 10, I have many rings but no fingers. I'm not a tree. I mentioned that because when you cut a tree down, you look at all its rings to count its age. This is something else that has rings when you cut it in half. It's the onion. We're going to need 1½ tablespoons of sliced pickled red onions. Personally, I like fresh, but pickled will give you a different tangy flavor. Riddle number 11, some play me, some spray me. What veggie am I? It's a bell pepper. You get bell, ring it, ring, ring, you play it. Or pepper spray it to defend yourself. Anyways, we're going to need crushed red pepper for the garnish. Again, this is optional, but I personally love it, so I'm going to include it. So Venus, you may ask, what does this make? It's the recipe for the best avocado deviled eggs. I'm going to show you this, and we're going to talk about how to put them all together. But they're just gonna float here in my magic kitchen. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Avocado deviled eggs. Sorry, kitty, but we're gonna put you right there for now. Woo! Okay. Great for a party, also for Halloween, but I just like it. They're very nice. They're very nice tasting. All right. Now, this is a recipe I took from Eating Well's Test Kitchen. These avocado deviled eggs add a little zing to a classic recipe, and the avocado combined with the egg yolks adds extra creaminess, while the lime juice adds an extra hit of acidity. So here's how to prepare them. Carefully remove the egg yolks from the egg whites using a spoon. Place the yolks in a medium bowl. Place the egg white halves on a large plate, like the one I've got here. Add the avocado, 2 tablespoons of chives, mayonnaise, lime juice, the mustard, paprika, and salt to the bowl with the egg yolks. Mix and mash thoroughly with a fork until it's smooth. The fork is better than a spoon to help mash out those little lumps. Spoon the egg yolk mixture evenly into each egg white half, about 1 tablespoon each. Alternatively, place the egg yolk mixture in a pastry bag or a Ziploc bag, and you just cut the little corner off so you can pipe the filling into the egg white halves if you want. Gives you a different texture. Now garnish each egg half with the bacon if you're using it, the pickled red onions on top, and the remaining 1 tablespoon of chives. Sprinkle with crushed red pepper if you like. I like using paprika to sprinkle on top, but to each their own. Some people may even want to use turmeric, but it's up to you. Here are some tips from the test kitchen. Add the chopped cooked bacon for a savory note into the mixture itself if you wanted. Look for pickled red onions in a jar, or make your own by soaking thinly sliced red onions in a solution of white wine vinegar and sugar for 30 minutes. If you want a smoother filling, push the egg yolk mixture through a fine mesh sieve to remove any clumps before you start scooping it into the eggs. Add 2 teaspoons of finely chopped chipotle in the adobo for a spicy kick. To make peeling freshly hard-boiled eggs easier, crack each one on the side of the pot, then submerge them in ice water to cool. This helps to release the cooked eggs from their shells if you have trouble doing that on your own. All right. Yum, yum, and it's time to do the next thing. I can't wait to dig into those avocado deviled eggs. They're a terrific party-pleasing appetizer, if you ask me. And what a main dish shall follow this opening act? It's a good one. It's yummy if you're a meat eater. If you're not a meat eater, you'll have to do the tofu version. But let's find out. Here comes round number 2. Oh, we're going to put these over to the side for now. Let's go with round 2. Okay, here we go. Riddle me this. Use me to kill a vampire or hold up a tomato vine. What am I? Welcome, viewers. Thanks for popping in. You're just in time for round number 2. Please guess as you like. So what kills a vampire or holds up a tomato vine? Do 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 ba-da-da-da-da. Riddle number 2. I'm green and briny in a jar underwater. Pizzas or salads, a taste to savor. What am I? Ba-na-na-na, 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 ba-doo. Riddle number 3. I was used to preserve cod. I was used to preserve cod as a fish before shipping it back to Europe. What am I? Oh, I'm seeing a note. I'm seeing a note. You're terrible at riddles. It's okay, Copper. Just sit back and have fun. This is an Adulty menu just for you. I've got more than one lined up for you, too. All right. Let me think of a song. I'm running out of songs. Da-na-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na-na, ba-ba-na-na-na-na-na-na, ba-na-ba-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na. Ooh, interesting. We shall see. Riddle number 3. I was used to preserve... Oh, wait, sorry. And riddle number 4. This veggie became a poet to peel back the layers of their emotions. Which veggie is it that peels things back? Da 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 da. Pew 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 pew. I'm having fun with this. Riddle number 5. I am a tiny and black spice with a punch. Add me to dishes for a flavor that's bold and strong. Achoo! What am I? Dun 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 dun. Ba-dum 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 ba-da-da-da-da-da ba-da-da-da 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 ba-da. Oh, I forgot which riddle I'm on. Riddle number 6. Keep on going, Copper. All right. Riddle number 6. In traditional Chinese medicine, I am believed to have warming properties, and I'm used to help improve blood circulation, alleviate menstrual cramps, and aid in digestion. What am I? You'll never believe what this is. I was surprised when I found this out too. But I have to do my song. Do 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 do. Ba da do 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 ba da 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 da. Riddle number 7, also called the stinking rose. I'm thin-skinned and popular with cooks. What am I? What is the stinking rose? Hint, it's a vegetable. Pew 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 pew. And shout out to James Earl Jones, the voice of Darth Vader from my childhood. Very sad that he's passed. Just wanted to give him a little nod there. I'm thinking of him while I'm singing his little song. All right. Riddle number 8. My name sounds similar to cow soup. Cow soup. What am I? Do 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 do. Do 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 da 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 da. Riddle number yeah. I was sad when I woke up this morning and found that out. Here we go. Riddle number 9. Margarine is a copycat of me. What am I? Riddle number 10. Rose gardeners don't plant me, but gardens with nuts and gourds include me. What am I? Do 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 ba da 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 da. Just making sure. All right, Copper, let's find out how many of these you got right, and you did. But let's find out how many. Here we go. In riddle number 1, you use me to kill a vampire or hold up a tomato vine. What am I? Steak. But in this case, I'm talking about 2 pounds of sirloin steak or ribeye or porterhouse, whatever cut you like most. Let's do it. In riddle number 2, I'm green and briny in a jar underwater on pizzas or salads. Taste to savor. What am I? It's 2 tablespoons of olive oil divided. In riddle number 3, and Copper, you were correct here. This is where you came in today in our show. I was used to preserve cod before shipping it back to Europe. What is it? The thing that was used to preserve meat before refrigerators? Salt. Way to go, Kaju. And we get 1 teaspoon of salt for this recipe. In riddle number 4, this veggie became a poet to peel back the layers of their emotions. What veggie is it that can peel back layers? It's the onion. You were right again. Point 2. We need 1 teaspoon onion powder for this recipe. Riddle number 5, I'm tiny black spice and I have a punch. Add me to dishes for flavor that's bold and strong. What is it? Point number 3, it is black pepper, and we need 1 teaspoon of black pepper for this recipe. Copper, I thought you said you're bad at riddles, but you're doing pretty good. Thanks for that. Thank you for playing. Here we go. In riddle number 6, in traditional Chinese medicine, I'm believed to have warming properties and is used to help improve blood circulation, alleviate menstrual cramps, and aid in digestion. What am I? You'll never believe this. Brown sugar. Because of the molasses properties that make it brown. It's a half teaspoon of brown sugar needed for this recipe. Riddle number 7. I feel less guilty putting brown sugar in my coffee now. All right. Riddle number 7. Also called the stinking rose. I'm thin-skinned and popular with cooks. What am I? You'll find this on Italian food a lot. Garlic. And we're going to need 4 cloves of garlic peeled and minced for this recipe. Garlic is the stinking rose. There's even a fan club for garlic called the Stinking Rose Fan Club. Who knew? All right, riddle number 8. My name sounds similar to cow soup. What am I? So my synonym for cow, I love brown sugar. And now you know it's been used in ancient Chinese medicine for thousands of years as a medical aid. So you don't have to feel guilty for loving it either. Woo! Okay. So cow, my synonym for beef. Soup, my synonym for broth. What we'll need is a 1/4 cup of beef broth for this recipe. Now again, if you're a vegetarian and you're using tofu instead of beef chunks, then you can switch to a vegetable broth. All right, here we go. Riddle number 9. Margarine is a copycat of me. What am I? You said it, Copper. It's butter. We need 4 tablespoons of butter cut into small pieces for this recipe. Finally, riddle number 10. Rose gardeners don't plant me. I didn't know this. But gardens with nuts and gourds, like squash stuff, pumpkins and things, that include me, do plant me. What am I? Parsley. Only 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley chopped up for this recipe. So Venus, you might ponder, what does this make? This is a recipe for garlic butter steak bites. And again, it could be garlic butter tofu bites. I'm not sure. You guys know how to substitute this stuff. Let me show you. Let me just show you what this thing actually looks like. Here is what it looks like. Yum. Let me make it bigger. Let me make it bigger. Just think about that. That's what all those riddles earned you. Recipe for this. My mouth is watering. We'll just sit it here for now. We're going to think about this in my floating food kitchen. I'm gonna stick. It's heavenly, yes, if you like meat. And so now while we look at that, I'm gonna tell you how to make it. Here's how to prepare this satisfying dish. Use a sharp knife to trim the excess fat from the steaks, then cut into 1-inch cubes. If you don't trim the fat, Gordon Ramsay will yell at you. I've seen him do that to people. Place the steak cubes in a bowl and add 1 tablespoon of the olive oil along with the salt, onion powder, black pepper, and brown sugar. Mix well to coat all of the meat and the seasonings. Heat the remaining tablespoon of olive oil in a large skillet over medium heat. Add the cubes of steak to the pan and pan fry until browned on all sides. Add the garlic, beef broth, butter, and parsley to the meat. Reduce the heat to low and cook for about 3 minutes. Ready to serve. Ding, ding, ding. Serve it hot. Now, just as a tip, on the side you could put mashed potatoes, corn on the cob, or grilled asparagus spears, which make great side complements to this tasty meat. And after we chow down on this garlic buttered protein, what do I have in store for the finale? The perfect dessert pairing? I do have one. Here comes right now, round number 3. And it's a 3-parter, but I'm going to deliver it to you in one shot, which means I'm going to give you all the ingredients for the 3 different segments of what you have to do to make this lovely dessert. So I'm going to move this out of the way for now. I'm going to not think about it because we got one more game to play before you have all the information. Welcome, extra viewers. I see more people joining. Please feel free to shout out any answers as you're guessing along. This is a 3-parter for the dessert because we have to do 3 stages of prepping. I'll tell you what things are after each chunk of recipe ingredients, but I have to wait until the end to tell you how to put it all together. So here we go. Riddle me this. What is a scarecrow's favorite fruit? Let me do the music. Dun 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 dun. Riddle number 2. Dust me over pound cakes, mix me with orange juice and water to make me royal. What am I? Banana, 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 bidoo. Riddle number 3. When life gives you me, you should make a drink. What am I? Da da na 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 na. Pew 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 pew. I'm loving my floating egg basket today. Really good use of helium. All right. Let's review this chunk. In the first riddle, what is the scarecrow's favorite fruit? Strawberry. Tee-hee, dad joke. And we're going to need 1 1/4 cups of strawberries, halved, for this recipe. Oh, Copper, what am I doing to you? In riddle number 2, dust me over pound cakes, mix me with orange juice and water to make me royal. What am I? Icing sugar. When you mix it with butter, orange juice, and water, it makes royal icing. Anyways, we'll need 3 tablespoons of icing sugar. Finally, in riddle number 3, when life gives you me, what should you make to drink? Well, when life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. So we'll need 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Optional for this recipe, but I do suggest use it. Especially if your strawberries are older. Adding lemon juice keeps them from turning. All right, what is this for, you may ask me? Well, Venus, I would say it's strawberry coulis. And this is only one part of a 3-parter, so hold on to your britches. I have to do part B next. No time to waste. Riddle me this. I'm small, red, and shaped like a heart. What fruit am I? Do 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 banana. Riddle number 2. What can you get from 2 heavy cows? Moo moo ka-choo, moo moo ka-choo, moo moo ka-choo. I don't have a song for that. There's moo moo ka-choo. Sorry, no one's here to stop me. All right, riddle number 3. I am the dusting atop your coffee cake and the snow on your gingerbread house. What am I? Do 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 ba-na-na-na-na. Riddle number 4. If we're talking ice cream, I'm the opposite of chocolate. What flavor am I? Someone's playing this game to win. So Venus, you may ask, what is this part for? Oh, well, let's solve and see how many Copper got right. Copper's taking chances. Copper's taking chances. Here we go. In riddle number 1, I'm small, red, and shaped like a heart. What fruit am I? Strawberries. Yes, Copper, correct. We need 1 1/2 cups strawberries, and they need to be quartered. In riddle number 2, what can you get from 2 heavy cows? Moo. Double cream. 2 for double cream from cows. Yay. And we'll need what is this? 3/4 cup of double cream. 3/4 cup of double cream for this recipe. And riddle number 3, I am the dusting atop your coffee cake and the snow on your gingerbread house. What am I? What did you say? Powdered sugar? You are correct, Amundo. We need 4 tablespoons of icing sugar with powdered sugar for this recipe. Finally, in riddle number 4, if we're talking ice cream, I'm the opposite of chocolate. What flavor am I? Vanilla is correct, and for this recipe, we need 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. We may use vanilla extract. There's never too much vanilla extract. And, well, you may ask, Venus, what is this? And I will say, it's other stuff. But let me get to part 3 before I can tell you about the whole thing. You need it. This is going to be so amazing, so please forgive me for this 3-parter. Riddle me this. I am a super saturated liquid salt. What is my name? Do 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 ba-da-da-da-da. Riddle number 2. I am a leaf used to flavor tobacco, gum, candy, chocolate, tea, and candy canes. What leaf am I? It's a plant. It's a green leaf. Tusk, 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 tusk. All right, you took your shot. That's it. Just 2. So let me solve. Coming in the last second. Riddle me this. I'm a supersaturated liquid salt. What am I? It's balsamic vinegar. Vinegar is a liquid supersaturated salt. We'll need balsamic vinegar for this. And in riddle number 2, I'm a leaf used to flavor tobacco, gum, candy, chocolate. I had tea, candy canes, and candy canes, peppermint. We need a mint leaf. You're going to need mint for this. If you don't have a real mint plant, or you don't have any mint, like the dried stuff in the spice rack, you can use like mint. There's mint extract out there too. Very little. Be very, try a drop and test the taste before you add more. All right. On Venus, what is all this? The optional extras. So Venus, are you playing with me? No, these are all the ingredients we need for the whole thing. Finally, I can tell you what this thing is. So Venus, you may now ask me, what does this whole thing make? It's called English Wimbledon strawberries and cream. You know, shishi moo moo people and polo ponies except in the tennis courts. Those people. That's what they eat. We're going to make it too now. We can put our noses up. Put your nose up. Tilt your head. That's okay. It's good. We're going to make the next level strawberries and cream with vanilla whipped cream and optional strawberry coulis. Do it. It's worth it. With the simple 5-ingredient 30-minute recipe. So here's what to do. For the strawberry coulis part, do it. Just make it. Don't make it optional. Place a frying pan on a low heat and add... Ooh, wait, I forgot to show you what this looks like. Mint is very strong, so use just a tiny bit. Let me show you this lovely thing we're going to make. Let me let you think about it. Ooh. Okay, just think about that while I tell you what to do here. All right. So you're going to place a frying pan on low heat and add the strawberries and the icing sugar. Cook until it's softened. I would put it on a low heat just to make sure, and don't leave it. You got to work it. Okay? Yeah, I like mint. I drink mint. I put mint in my water. My aunt used to do it, and now I do it too. It's lovely. Okay, you're going to cook the strawberries until they're softened. Then add the lemon juice and leave it to cool for a few minutes. So get it onto a different burner so that you don't burn them. Transfer this after it's cooled to a food processor or blender and blitz it until it's smooth. The more you blend it, the smoother and silkier it's going to be. Hold a fine sieve over a bowl like when you do pasta, but you want to catch what you put through the sieve into the bowl and strain the blended coulis to remove any seeds. For the vanilla whipped cream part, you're going to place the cream, icing sugar, and vanilla essence or extract into a bowl and whisk it until stiff peaks start to form, and then put the bowl aside. And now to assemble the whole thing, you're going to gather your dessert glasses, jars, or small bowls. You're going to add equal amounts of the whipped cream to each. Then add the coulis on top, and then add the fresh strawberries on top of that, all backwards from what you imagined, I bet. Top it with the optional drizzle of balsamic vinegar and the fresh mint to garnish, which is going to whip around the flavor in your mouth. Now, if you test it and you don't like it, some people will just, instead of the vinegar, put a little bit of black powdered pepper onto the strawberries to bring out the sweetness more. There's a little bit of heat. If you don't like heat, don't do it. Okay? But a little bit of mint to garnish, whether you use the balsamic vinegar or not. And then you serve it immediately because that whipped cream is going to die. So you want to eat it while everything is fluffy and fabulous. And yeah. So, chef notes. The strawberries should be ripe, fresh, and in season. Frozen strawberries can also be used to make the coulis, but they're not as suitable for serving with the cream. So skip the cream and maybe do a scoop of vanilla ice cream underneath it if you're going to go with frozen strawberries. The icing sugar, there's other types of sugar like castor or granulated that can be used, but they will not dissolve as well and may add a grainy texture to the cream. I can tell you that it will be grainy. You're going to notice it. Your tongue's going to notice the feel of it too. So if you can do the super fine, use that. For the cream, if you're pouring the cream over the strawberries instead of whipping it, you can use single cream instead of double cream. So it's like strawberries and milk kind of thing, but thicker milk. Vanilla essence can be substituted with vanilla bean paste or vanilla sugar. A note that you won't need to add icing sugar to the cream if you're using the vanilla sugar. You just skip one. For storage, you're going to assemble the strawberries and cream, and the cream can be stored in the fridge for up to 2 days. Once you make this and serve, anything left over, 2 days maximum. So you're going to be dedicated to eating this. In my house, it didn't last more than the 1 day. Ensure that they're covered with plastic wrap. Seal it so it's airtight. Do not freeze it. This cannot be saved in the freezer for another day. So let me show you the whole menu I planned for you. We got this. We've got we've got this, and we've got this. I'm gonna sing song. It looks so good. It looks so right. I'm gonna stick you right up there. Okay, we'll stick you there. Yeah, that's all great. This is your menu for this evening. And Copper, I hope you had fun guessing with the riddles. I think this is the first time you played this game, so you did very well. And this was the first of multiple, I think I've got 4 or 5 Adulty recipes coming out for the end of summer and early fall, just for you. They're here. There's another one I had in mind, but I decided to go with this one first because this is yummy. And I just love the avocado deviled eggs, I'll be telling you. And I'd say I'd even use this recipe to serve for Halloween because they're green, because of the avocado, but it tastes amazing. It tastes buttery. It's really great. I love this recipe. I had fun picking it out. It's a rich meal, but you're young. You can jog it off. You can go play some sports, take a walk. It is. Are you complaining? You don't like my rich meal? I've really been feeling a need for protein lately, so I went with the steak bites. All of this is small size, so you can just pop one in your mouth of each, 1 egg, 1 chunk of meat, and 1 strawberry, and go do the rest of your day. Try to stop yourself. These are chunks abundance. Okay. Well, that's all I wrote for this evening, my precious mortal souls. This is Venus Callida, and unless you'd like to chat about anything, this concludes our Adulty edition of Riddle Me Din Din. I do have other delectable rounds of Riddle Me Din Dins planned coming in the next few weeks. Is there anything you'd like to talk about today before I head offline? Looks like you're not young. You're not young? Didn't you tell me you're only 19? Wasn't that you? Oh, I shouldn't be telling people that. But it's okay. Nobody knows your real name or address, and we won't give them that. You're not young, though. But now, there's a disclaimer. You weren't here for the first round. I did mention that you could use tofu chunks and season it all up instead of the beef chunks. Some people use chicken instead of beef. Some people do tofurkey. So those are options to lighten it up. The avocado is instead of heavier things like thick mayonnaise, and it's only the it's the yolks balanced with the avocado to have that creamy texture we need inside the eggs. So it reduces how much of egg yolk you have per the avocado, and then we're not adding butter because the avocado gives the buttery texture that we need for the eggs. So it's meant to be a healthier version. I mean, you could skip your brown sugar, but really, if the ancient Chinese used it as in their medical practices, I'd say it's okay to go for it. I mean, it's not like we're cooking it in root beer, which I know some people do that too. I didn't do that. Healthy ingredients, all healthy, fresh stuff. Here's a healthy, fresh menu. Well, I think for this week, my live scheduled episode isn't until Friday. I don't know. I may or may not pop in the evenings to do some gaming because usually we do gamer nights on Thursdays. But I've gone back to an original schedule that I did in the very first months that I started VTubing because I'm back to work now and I don't have as much time as I did to prepare everything. And I don't want to burn myself out. So that's why I've gone back to the every other week we have a gamer night, and every opposite week we've got the tuck in and chill. I found our tuck in and chill is very valuable. I haven't even worked through that stuff yet, and I still have to finish your rampage video. And I hate to say, I did put it aside because I wanted to make sure I kept up with the memes, the daily memes, and I wanted to get a video in because I haven't had one in for a couple of days, and I don't want to fall behind in that. They're all like pre-made stuff that I have to put together and produce and record myself speaking them. But they're all coming. Everything is like half started, and I just have to do the finishing touches. You know what I mean? But I hope you like this Adulty menu. The next one will be lighter on your stomach. So we'll do, you know what? We'll do some Adulty menus for a couple of weeks. But as we're hitting into October, I'm going to go back to, I still have a Minions recipe night, and I still have a Sonic recipe night. I got a whole bunch of Hello Kitty nights. So I think I'll put those into October because Halloween, I'm in the mood for Halloween. I like cosplaying, and all the cosplay conventions are done in my area already for a couple of months. So I'll do that then so I can feel that. You're welcome. Oh, that's okay. Because they're there forever, I'm not going to take them down. So you, whenever you're bored and you feel like perusing any of my playlists, please do. I'm assuming you guys see things in the order that I posted them. I'm assuming you have the same view that I do on my channel, so you can pick and choose. You're not obligated to watch everything. However, if you noticed, today the videos I put in, one has music in the background very lightly. The other one is white noise from the environment instead, and it is to motivate your self-motivation meditation video, which I think it's soothing. I don't know if the music is too quiet or the ambiance sounds are too quiet, but I loaded two, and that will happen again tomorrow for another two where one has music and the other has white noise, because some people are annoyed by music or don't like the music style that I chose for the background, so then they have the other option to make it more fun. And I'm trying to make sure that my visuals have something in motion, so I'm using Giphies for that. But for the most part, there's still photos like ASMR artists do, the ones that do the Smexy channels. At least I've got my rigging back. Look, I can move, I can tip, I can look around. Oh, my sleeves keep coming off. Ooh, better watch that. The only thing left is to figure out my mouth, because it's even blinking when I'm blinking. See, I'm blinking when that's blinking. I'm checking it because I'm doing one at a time sometimes. It's just my mouth. My mouth. I have no control over my mouth. Read into that what you like. Well, anyways, I want to thank you for joining my channel. I'm very excited to see new growth. We are slowly gaining more people still. I feel like that bag of popcorn and the kernels are taking their time to pop, but it's not finished popping yet, and I haven't burnt the other popcorns yet. That's the feeling I'm having right now about the growth of my channel. But I've just started a new course. See, I finished. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. I should do, I have passed my therapist certification program. So as you'll see me, I'm popping out more of the self-care meditation videos and stuff like that. There are so many things I can do with this now, but I'm still, as like the public, the public service option, I always came into this wanting to help people feel better and also to have company. So I know what it's like to be isolated. I've lived in the most isolated places on this planet in the cold conditions. Isolated in hot places is not what I've done, but isolated in cold parts of this world I've definitely done for many years. So I wanted to be a part of helping, and I'm so glad that I am helping some of you. Thank you. So I want you to know when I'm doing these videos, I've actually been studying how to do a better job at delivering the thing you guys need, because I need it too. That's why I got into it. Everything that I'm learning, I'm sharing my learning. And and I still haven't worked through all of this stuff we talked about in our last Tuckin' In show. So I'm still, there's so much to do. But I'm excited for it. I'm motivated by it because of all your guys' support. And no one's obligated to show up every day or for every show. I do talk to myself a lot, but when you guys are here, I tend to get a little funnier. So I think it makes my shows better. Plus, I'm rambling right now, which is probably more interesting. Yeah, and you're keeping me company too. And it's a thing that's working both ways. That's why we're our own little community. And I hope my community grows. YouTube just had me fill in one of those surveys for how it affects or impacts my life to know how it's working and not working. And the only negative thing I could say is I can't monetize for like the types of numbers they want from me. And I spent the last 2 summers since I started doing this really sitting too much. So that impacts my health negatively. Although I've been very good about what I'm eating or what I'm drinking when I'm sitting down. I promised myself from day one I will drink water. I'm drinking tea when I'm not drinking water right now. I went through, after I came back from New York, I went through a week of pop. But since then, I've been losing weight again. I'm charting everything. I'm doing my steps. I'm now wearing ankle weights when I do my steps. So when I'm just hanging around the house for the day, every step counts for just a little more. Just little tweaks on things to get the better impact. And I'm feeling like stoked. I'm feeling stoked. I know that might be an old saying, but I'm feeling it. This new energy for entertaining you guys because people are talking to me now. And because I know ideas that you actually like, colors you actually like, themes you actually like. Like I wrote everything down on my notepad last time we all chatted, and that was very valuable, impactful information, and I thank you for that because it's like working both ways for all of us. And I'm very happy about that. So yeah. Do you like my gothic kitchen? Let me move this stuff out of the way. La 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 la. Okay, I'll just throw them down over here now. Do 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 do. The only thing I couldn't do is figure out how to make it look like the cat was alive, but there's a cat in my window. I don't know if you see it. My gothic kitchen. It's my new kitchen. Every once in a while, I change it up and I switch my kitchens. I just imagine I live in an ancient ruin where I've renovated everything, and I've got some rooms in some places, like a big old mansion. I'll spread it all around Rome in my lore. But I have my goth tendencies, so they're there. Oh yay, thank you. I have had other kitchens in the past. For my Riddle Me Blitzes, I try to do a different kitchen every time. Especially in the summer, my first year, I wanted outdoor barbecues. I wanted those barbecue pits with the giant barbecue machines that I'll never own. The manly barbecues. I have a few of those going on. But this summer, strangely enough, but it happened organically, I did things differently. I had different focuses. Yeah. And that's why I was doing the da-na-na-na some of the time. I wanted to have that vibe. I have some memes coming out closer to the end of September because I love Halloween. Well, I love cosplay, and Halloween it's one more reason to cosplay. But I grew up watching Addams Family, and I don't know how many people have been Wednesday by now. But, and the different Morticias. And we have a Tishy Adams here, too, who is that's why I use the Morticia looking or Wednesday looking animes when I channel her for the shows. And she's been live on the show once this summer too. I for the first time got some of my subscribers. I've been a few in person now. Not a lot, but a few during the different cosplays, YetiCon, Toronto Comic Con, and I don't know. It was the Harry Potter Wizarding World thing. There was something about magic and stuff. One of those. And I've gotten 3 of them to be live here online. So not just the gamers from the world I knew before I became a VTuber as Venus Callida, but also some people through cosplays. And so that's been really fun to do. I'm really happy about that. Yeah. So, since I forgot to unattach the eggs from me, it was an accident. I didn't want to reset everything before going live. I put balloons on the eggs, so I hope you appreciate my magical kitchen with floating food. And I know Tishy Adams will approve of my beverage. Now it looks like I'm drinking something black with bubba with the bubba. Oh, what is it? The little pearls, but bubble tea. But it really is green in my world. But it's been very hard to get greens to show up in this layer. So I just live for what it is. It's a gothic drink. It moves when I dance. Look at that. It twists and twirls. But it's kind of fun. Did she notice that? So I thought I'd add one in today to make sure something was moving while I did my show. Yeah. Well, I'm going to head out for the evening. Honestly, I've been cooking this stuff and I've got one in the oven and I've got one on top of the element, and I'm going to start like putting it into containers. I've been cooling it down because I ate just before I came on the show. The only thing I didn't do was the strawberries, but because I put all my strawberries in the freezer, I'm going to make blender drinks tomorrow. I'm going to drink some strawberry smoothies. So that's why I didn't make that one. But I have the cream and the strawberries here to do this recipe later. But I'll be doing it with cream and not whipped cream because mine are frozen. That will be tomorrow. But the meat and the eggs, I got to put them away now. But I have made them and it tastes amazing. So yeah, I'm glad I got to share that with you. I did so much cooking today. I'm the one that cooks. I eat some of it and put the rest in the freezer for the winter time so I can save on meals once I go back to work. And when you're commuting, just like grab and go and then heat it up at lunchtime. Yeah, that's what I do. But yeah, I'm already on to my next course, and this next course is more about hang on, I forget the name of it, but it's like learning media strategies, including, I'm hoping, how to read, to analyze the algorithms for things like this, social media content writing, and better video production stuff. So I am so dedicated, one course at a time, to improve everything I'm doing here. And eventually, I'm hoping to do the rigging. They upped their price, so I held off on that for now. But yeah, thank you for being here for the stream. Thank you for all of the food. I hope you do try out some of my recipes sometime. And we'll bring back the characters in October to honor the season of Halloween and the fun of it. And I'll do some adulty recipes for now because I know everybody's wants warmer foods. The evenings sometimes get cold even if the daytime is still hot. We're in that in-between time of the year. So thank you so much. This is Venus Callida ending tonight's Adulty edition of Riddle Me Din Din. I hope to see you live again next week for another edition. Sips and Soups. Maybe I'll call it Sips and Soups. Soups and Sips. I don't know. Thank you, Kaiju, for playing along. For the other viewers that have just come on in, I'm so very sorry you're catching us at the end of our show, and I'm just about to log off. But if you want to say hi, if there's something on your mind you want to chat about, please tell me right now before I log. I'll give you 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that ends our episode. Good night, everybody. You can't see me do it, but I'm waving. Here, I'll move my eggs around. So she said. Bad joke. All right. Good night. I will be live for sure if you check out my community tab on Friday night for a Tuckin' and Chill. If anybody wants to pick a theme or request a type of a story theme, please let me know. Bye-bye. I'm hanging up now. I feel like when you're on the phone and no one will hang up, I don't want to be the rude one who goes first, but I'm going to go first. Okay, good night, everybody, and I will see you next time. Toodaloo.